Just as an acorn eventually grows into a large, powerful oak tree, so too does a man, and so did our hunter. Long before he became the spear-wielding legend that we know and love today, our hunter arose from simple beginnings, living in a small group, a hamlet constructed in the woodland. Life was simple. It was easy. Life was good. They were untroubled, surviving primarily off of the land, building from wood, timber. Of course, everything changed that one fateful night. The hunter was awakened by the sound of gunfire. Flame poured from the sky, and ashes fell and twinkled against the dwindling light, like small fairies dancing in the breeze. Desperately, his people aimed to protect their village. Bow strings twanged, swords clattered, but it was no match for the onslaught that presented itself to them. All the hunter could do was watch as everything he had built, everything he had known, was destroyed before his very eyes. Being the novice that he was at the time, our hunter fled. He fled into the darkness. It was so dark. He was alone and terrified. He had been saved. But by whom? With nothing to lose, he decides to follow this strange man into the darkness. Gunfire chases them, along with the distant sounds of explosions, the sounds of his hamlet being destroyed. He awakes, scared, afraid, in a cave. And the man's here. What on earth could he want? He seems to be throwing food for our hunter, an act of kindness that he had yet to see in Rust. He thinks it best to not ask questions. He may as well just go along with the man. Let's call him Burlap, for the time being. He's shown nothing but kindness. Ah, the signature Bonnie hat. Very coy. After some time getting to know one another, Burlap eventually took the hunter out to the fields in order to train him up. The hunter, as fresh as anyone could be in Rust, had barely even picked up a bow before, and as such, was utterly shit at it. But, as I've learned in life, mainly thanks to my ex-wife, patience is key, and eventually, slowly but surely, the hunter became proficient with the bow. Next, it was on to the stone spear, a weapon the hunter would later favor in his adventures. We've all got to start somewhere, I suppose. The hunter was then taught skills and tricks that would save his life on countless occasions down the road. Out on a hunt with burlap, and gunshots are heard, not too far off. The two charge towards the noise. It's one of the bastards who attacked the hunter's town. Unfortunately for him, a stone spear lodged between spine and organ usually ruptures any kind of human. Now, who was he shooting at? Doesn't seem to be much of a threat. Looks like a captive, a prisoner of sorts. Fucking nice. He may very well know where the rest of this dirty clan lurk, and there may even be more prisoners that need freeing. The hunter should follow him. After all, there's nothing that turns the hunter's gears like freeing captured slaves, oh yes. Still following the prisoner, they eventually found the town. And again, just like my ex-wife, it is rather large. After scoping it out for a short period of time, the three decide to head down towards it. I am fondly reminded of Walter and I's assault of Berlin. We were undercover, deep during the Second World War. We had to keep our eyes peeled, the SS were everywhere. We kept to the gutters, crawling around like rats. We ended up sneaking through an old beer brewery, and I'm pretty damn sure that's where we spent the lion's share of the war, but that's regardless. Oh, Walter. I bet he's flying around in his Spitfire right now with Gloria. The bastard, the prick. Burlap and the slave seem content with holding back, covering the hunter's exit. Good. He wants a chance to prove himself. The hunter heads towards the city. Maybe there's a crack in these walls he can find his way. How convenient. Bone knife in hand, he makes entry. Looks like there's someone up in that tower. He had better be careful. Eyes are everywhere. A chest full of loot. Fantastic. The hunter takes what he might need. An axe, some spears, maybe some binoculars. Interesting. They've got some serious firepower hidden around up here. The hunter will repurpose these weapons for his own agenda. Oh shit, there's a guard right here. He looks AFK. Yeah, he's definitely AFK. Fantastic, one less to worry about. They may know that he's inside their walls now. Better hurry up. The tower he saw that guard in earlier. Maybe it's time he gives him a little surprise. Ooh, good morning, sunshine. The hunter now finds himself in a rather fantastic observation tower. Using his binoculars, he can poke around at whatever he sees fit. There's one of the little rats hiding away in their towers. Another one. All the towers surrounding the wall seem to be populated with someone or another. He has to be even more careful now. There are eyes in the sky. There's someone there, poking around in the undergrowth. It's a bad day to be on this server, buddy. He doesn't even know what's coming. A swift spear to the back of the cranium quickly silences the poor bastard. That big building at the end seems to be where the slaves are probably held, and the hunter will have to make his way over there. I'm surprised, it seems like there should be more of them. What was that? Sounded like an explosion. No. Oh my god, not Burlap! Looks like he must have sacrificed himself, the poor bastard. He must have come into the fortress trying to aid the hunter. Got caught in a tight spot. The hunter will not stand for this. How many more of his friends must perish before he does what's right? Lucky enough for him, it seems like he may have stumbled across their main armory, shall we say. Happy fucking days. This clan burnt down his first ever allies in this game. This clan keeps slaves, use them for labor and parts. The hunter will not stand for this. It's time someone made the difference. Bazooka in hand, our hunter does feel a tad OP. He very much intends to blow this place to the ground. To the main building. Time is of the essence. Oh, bugger. They've only gone and got him cornered. Ideas race through the hunter's mind. Maybe jumping on the walls and... Oh. Or that could happen. It's the slave. Come to help the hunter. Christ, that guard is a bad, bad shot. And just like that, they're all dead. Thanks to a slave and his vengeance. Oh shit, there's one more inside. The place looks empty. Time to let these slaves out of their imprisonment. After grabbing the key, the hunter slides back the steel doors of oppression, releasing hordes of slaves out into the world once again. A little farewell bazooka shot, just a cherry on top. The hunter breaks out of the large steel gates, leading forth his army of slaves onto better and bigger horizons. The hunter, just like any good Rust player, started from humble beginnings. Who knows where things will take him? Oh, well, I suppose we do. Stay coy.